We are under the lights this evening as we get set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Baltimore Orioles and the Cleveland Indians. Nolan Jones makes his big league debut right after this. Number 27 will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks. And that doesn't add up to very good performances, so he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Now batting, number 21.
Lots of hits and lots of walks
here this evening. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That tails back over, strike one. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side. I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
A ball and 2 strikes now. A swing and a miss on the fastball, then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll come into this one with an average way down at 235. 2 home runs and a dozen RBIs. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. The mercury has dipped under 50, 49 degrees here at first pitch. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees. Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to get that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment. Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
That is third.
And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, guys, I'm really hoping to see a turnaround from that number 3 hitter. Last 10 games have been a struggle. Not only is he having a hard time getting any base hits, he's struggling just to get on base. Less than a .250 on-base percentage in his last 10, so any sign of life from this guy would be a welcome sight.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. He'll enter play at 313, 10 home runs, and 32 driven in. One ball and 1 strike to their DH here tonight. Here's a called strike on the curveball, 1-2.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. And now the Indians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. Stewart will be the starter for the O's in this contest. What do you have for us on him, Benny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the fours coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Now at the plate, Oscar Mercado. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Hit to short. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Into the box now, Yu Chang, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Oh, what's right?
1 out, nobody on. One and 2 now. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2 and 2. Now the pitch. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3 and 2. On deck, Carlos Santana. Now the 3 and 2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. The bouncer to the left side. Alberto fields it cleanly. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. We played an inning, still 0-0. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Chris Davis. Infield in the overshift here, now the pitch. Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze it.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
The next 0-2. Misses, that's ball 1. Got him swinging in the dirt. Up with it, Perez. The throw down to first, 1 away. Digging in, Hanser Alberto. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch on its way. Now a bouncing ball for the shortstop Lindor. Scooped up, and there's out number 2. Digging in, Anthony Santander. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, that's the ball. Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2.
Nope, upstairs.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Into the box, Fran Reyes, having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Slider finds the zone for a strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Might have been hoping to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan. You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Striding into the box, Francisco Lindor will swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
First pitch of the at-bat. And the fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. And he fouls this one off. Stewart isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty V, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular guys in the lineup.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Reyes gets his lead at first, nobody out. And it's fouled away. Here's another 2-2. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for out number 1.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
So here's Tyler Naquin, as he'll take a look at ball 1. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yep. 2-1.
Now the 2-1. Runner goes. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Mullins comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for out number 2.
Batting set. The left fielder. Jumping go. Santana.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring Domingo Santana into the batter's box next. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fouled off. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch.
No.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Hit on the ground to third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Pitch on the way. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Batting it. The second baseman. E.B. Wilfred Fisk.
Coming to the plate now, number 12. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit back up the middle. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Number 31.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cedric Mullins, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ballgame. Pitch is popped up. Jones is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Stepping in, Nolan Jones. And while not really viewed as a big-time prospect coming out of the draft, he's had to prove himself at every step of the way to get to this point, his first big league at-bat.
Oh, there's definitely some diamonds that fall through the cracks, and this is obviously one of them. You root for guys like this, late-round draft picks that have had to work so hard to get here.
The 0-1 on its way. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Well, making it to the bigs was far from guaranteed for him. It's got to be a great feeling to finally have that major league jersey on his back, huh?
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments, had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life, grinding it out on the buses in the minor leagues? But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Now a ball swung on and hit to Davis over at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So coming to the plate, Roberto Perez. He was hitless in the shutout last night. And the pitch.
That ball's foul.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch.
One ball.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Fouled away. Again, a 1-2.
Ball, that's out.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Number 21 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The center fielder, number 13, Oscar Mercado.
Now at the plate, Oscar Mercado. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Skied into straightaway right. Number 21 will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Tribe. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. So striding in, number 21, back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now here's the pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. On the ground to third. Reined in. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
The bat, number 11, shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Iglesias. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a ground ball to third. On to first, and that is two quick outs to start the fourth.
Now back, designated hitter, Trey Mancini.
Striding forward now is the DH, Trey Mancini. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. In there, strike one. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Big swing by Mancini now, and this is carrying well to left. Onto the home run porch, and gone. A solo shot here to left, number 11 for him on the season. As the O's are on the board first, it's 1-0.
Only the first hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
Here's Chris Davis now.
19.
As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Davis is a batting line residing in the 230s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he would.
And the third baseman makes the play. That ends the inning. Orioles on the board first thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up, and it's 1-0 Baltimore. Leading off the inning, Yu Chang, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Second baseman.
First pitch coming, here it is. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat, it's 0-1.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
This one's down to third. And that's the first out.
Now back, first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Digging in, Carlos Santana. Here comes the first pitch.
That's a
The
ball.
fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Right side, hit hard. Fielded cleanly. On to Davis at first, and there are two away. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And you can see that both guys are well into the 90s, 95 on one hand and just 2 miles an hour slower on the other. So next it'll be the 4-hole hitter for the Tribe, Franmil Reyes. First pitch on its way.
1-1.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Now the pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Swing, and oh my, hit him with the high. Gone!
Most pitchers aren't going to throw this guy much of a fastball to try to challenge him because this guy can hit him a mile, just like he did with that swing right there. Impressive power.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. Also take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Hit out towards second. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle. Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Popped him up. Severino shading to his right, and the inning is over. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Welcome back to Progressive Field in Cleveland as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed one base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Hunter Alberto.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball one.
The 1-0 home. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
The one is a breaking ball that misses off the plate.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
3-1 now as that misses down and in.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
The 3-1. This is on the ground over to first. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
The bat, the left fielder, Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander, the next to bat. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Count 1-0.
1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Orioles so far. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now the pitch. Line hard. Foul. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. So a full count now. Grounded to first. Gloved by Santana. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, the catcher, Pedro Severino.
So stepping in, Pedro Severino. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
Pitches a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
2-0 count, the pitch. This one is launched. Look at this. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. Home run number 2 for him on the year. And the Orioles surge ahead 2-1.
Hey, I know we're not sitting up here with a crystal ball, but that swing right there, although in the middle innings, could be the deciding factor. And we could be looking back at this one when it's all said and done.
To the plate now, number 12.
The second base.
And he popped him up. In comes the left fielder. But he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Orioles get a run thanks to the long ball. On to the bottom of the fifth, 2-1 Baltimore. Welcome back to Progressive Field in Cleveland as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. One thing that concerns him is they have yet to draw a walk. He said sometimes pitchers are just on and throwing a lot of strikes, but he said they need to find a way to get base runners. Although they're seeing a lot of strikes, more discipline and patience should lead to more opportunities for free passes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Into the box, Domingo Santana. And the first pitch misses to him. It's ball one. Santana in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Nolan Jones.
Striding in for the Indians, Nolan Jones comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball one.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Ball one strike.
And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
The bat, the catcher, Roberto Perez.
Ready now, Roberto Perez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The pitch.
Ball one, no strike.
This year against right-handed pitching, Perez carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Heading out towards shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. Our score remains 2-1. All set for the start of the inning, and coming forward is the switch-hitting outfielder, Cedric Mullins.
Number 31.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey! 0-1 to count.
The 0-1 on its way.
Oh, that's too high. Ball two.
Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting, number 21.
Stepping into the box, number 21. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First offering on its way.
Ball next in.
Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the sixth. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Popped up. Jones is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
At the plate, Jose Iglesias. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Called strike 1 on the circle change. Good pitch.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. It is taken for ball 1.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Naquin's under it. And the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They still lead it 2-1. Miguel Castro enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the
Now
sixth.
pitching for the Orioles, number 50, Miguel Castro.
Bottom of the inning now, and coming forward the rookie outfielder, Oscar Mercado.
Oscar Mercado.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder coming on, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Yu Chang.
In now for Cleveland, Yu Chang. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
On the mound, he's thinking, Grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for
Now
almost
back.
everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
So now Carlos Santana. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0. Now a sinker's low off the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. They're down 2. Seventh inning ready to roll. And standing in is the DH, Trey Mancini.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
They love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Hit out towards second. Right to him. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now that is the first baseman, Chris Davis.
A chance for last year's MVP runner-up with the bases empty and 1 away. Here's Chris Davis. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
The 1-0 home.
Oh, that's good.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's not swinging at pitch, and when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2 balls and a strike to the Orioles' first baseman.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
The 2-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers' duel, 2-1 our score. Full count, 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. A bouncer up the middle. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now that is third baseman, Oscar Alberto.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. He was retired via the ground ball last time. First pitch of the at-bat. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
1-1 the count now. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, and that'll get down for a base hit. So the top of the 7th isn't over yet after the 2-out base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, Dero. You make a really good pitch, and yet This guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit. Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. A runner on first with 2 away. One ball, 1 strike to count. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going up the board.
Digging in and looking for more, Pedro Severino. We thought we might be seeing the end of the road for the starter, but clearly he's still in there for at least 1 more hitter.
Well, Matt, we'll see how this works out, but I think they figured with the righty coming up, it was worth sticking with him to keep advantage in their favor here.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Well, the O's have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now would be a great time for that.
The set and the 1-0. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Ready with the 2-1. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And now here's the ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Naquin will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Orioles strand a couple as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. Due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Yanked the slider across that time, laid on for a ball. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now the pitch. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. And the pitch. Line drive, base hit to right.
Hey, not a bad way to start the nightcap. 3 at-bats, 3 base hits, Zero. Yeah, the pressure falls off you after you go 1 for 1. 2 for 2, all smiles. 3 for 3, get the party started.
Richard Blyer comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Richard 1.
Francisco Lindor will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with the runner at first and nobody out.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Just gets a piece of it, strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. A runner at first with no outs here. Hit back up the middle. There's one. Back to first, and a costly at-bat there as the possible tying run is erased on the double play.
Gotta love that out of your reliever, right? The first batter he faces, he gets to roll over into a double play. Hold the right string that time, Skip.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Tyler Naquin. First pitch on its way. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Indians there. They still trail it here, 2-1. Oliver Perez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth. Digging in once again, number 12, a hit in 2 tries so far.
D.B. Wilson said.
Here's the first pitch to him. The windup and the 0-1.
That's the ball. It's out 1-1.
One and two. Perez is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. For a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2.
We got 3-2.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
At the plate, Cedric Mullins. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they can certainly roll too.
Fun attempt, but this one might have too much on it. To second for 1. He'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Settling in now, number 21. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Has a look.
Ball inside.
Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
This is why I love having athleticism and and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Throw over to the bag, but the runner's back easily. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the eighth. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Now a throw over to first. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in there. Now the 2-1. Runners on the move for second. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Stepping into the box, Jose Iglesias. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
First pitch coming, here it is. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Santana is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for the Orioles. They lead it 2-1. Tanner Scott is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 66, Tanner Scott.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and standing in the outfielder, Domingo Santana.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And then this is inside 1-0. Now here's the pitch. 2-0 now.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now that the third baseman, Joel.
Jose Ramirez will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 11, Ramirez.
No fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Two and 0. Now the pitch. Too high. And it's 3-0. Roberto Perez will be next. A 3-0. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. Set and the 3-1 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Stepping up now, Roberto Perez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Quick check on that tying run at first. And the runner back. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Pitch misses the throw down. Skips in as he steals the bag easily.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball swung on and missed 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and swing a pitch that bad? Not good.
Here now the 2-2. Oscar Mercado is on deck. 1 out and a runner on second base. And he misses again. Ball 4. That's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
The center fielder, number 15.
So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Oscar Mercado, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1.
Well, the Indians have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now it sure would be a great time.
That evens it up, 1-1. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. 2-1 now to the Tribe's leadoff man. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now the 2-1 pitch will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting a fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Stepping up to the plate, Yu Chang, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat shows bunt as he gets this one down. And he is in there. And they've come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game.
You know, Dero, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit that tied things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Number 29 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager. Carlos Santana will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. From the stretch. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Oh, he had a fool there. No balls and 2 strikes. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Now another 1-2. Short, hit hard. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. 1 run scored. And he's safe.
Well, that's a huge base hit right there, Dero. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2. Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a pair.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Franmil Reyes. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
First pitch on its way.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Bounce to first. To second for 1. On to Davis for a side retiring double play. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. No errors. And 1 man left on base. 9th inning coming up. Cleveland's out in front. 4-2. Jose Ramirez will stay in the game, taking over at third base and batting in that 8th spot.
Number 11.
Brad Hand comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 33. Brad.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and striding forward the designated hitter, Trey Mancini.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
A ball and a strike.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Ready with the 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now on 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
And now pitch on the way. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. Chris Davis at the plate now. His career line against Brad Hand. He's hitless in 6 tries. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Unable to find the zone with the slider. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 3-0.
Well, late in a game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
Now the 3-0 offering. There's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Now batting. Third baseman.
Ready now for Baltimore. Hanser Alberto. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. He's set and the pitch. Swing and a liner. In there, a base hit.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of the baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
In now, Anthony Santander. And she'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
Here it comes, 1-0.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
The 1-1 home. Strike 2 swinging.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
First and second now, 1 man out. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high, 3-2. Pedro Severino will be next. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Hot shot to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. There's one on to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
4-2 the final score tonight. Cleveland crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Oliver Perez claims the win out of the pen, his first. Brad Hand wraps it up for the save, his 24th on the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final one.